Are you an entrepreneur looking to start a business in the Golden State, California? Forming a limited liability company or LLC in California can be a great way to structure your new venture while limiting your personal liability. However, the process of actually forming an LLC can seem confusing and overwhelming, especially if you've never done it before. That's why in this comprehensive video guide, I'm going to walk you through every step required to start an LLC in California. We'll cover all the legal requirements, fees, pros and cons, and other important considerations. By following along, you'll have a clear roadmap to get your new California LLC formed correctly right from day one. I put a lot of effort into making this an incredibly easy-to-understand guide on the entire LLC formation process in California, even if you're brand new to this. You'll walk away feeling confident about starting your LLC after watching this video. Before we dive into the step-by-step guide, I want to give a quick shout-out to our sponsor, Zenbusiness. They are an affordable LLC formation service that can do all the paperwork and setup for your California LLC. If you don't want to go through the DIY process yourself, you use the link in the description. Zenbusiness will form your California LLC for just $0 plus the state filing fee. They'll also provide a full year of free registered agent service, customized operating agreement EIN from the IRS, and more. It's a great hassle-free option I'll cover a bit more at the end. Now let's get into the actual steps. For how to form an LLC in California yourself, there are 6 main requirements. Step 1, name your LLC. Step 2, appoint a registered agent. Step 3, file articles of organization. Step 4, file statement of information. Step 5, create an operating agreement. Step 6, get an EIN from the IRS. Let's quickly go over each of those LLC formation requirements one by one. Step 1, naming your LLC. You'll need to find an available LLC name that meets California's naming rules and requirements. It must include designators like Limited Liability Company, LLC, or LLC at the end, and be distinguishable from other business names already registered in California. You can do a preliminary name availability search on the California Secretary of State website. I'd also recommend buying a matching domain name for your business website at this stage as well. Step 2, registered agent. California requires you to appoint or hire a registered agent for your LLC. This is an individual or company who agrees to be your official contact for receiving legal notices, compliance reminders from the state, service of process notices, and official mail on behalf of your LLC. The registered agent must have a physical street address located in California and be available during normal business hours to receive documents. You can hire a professional registered agent service for around $100 to $300 per year, or potentially act as your own registered agent if your LLC is operating out of a physical location in California. Step 3, file articles of organization. Once you have an available name and registered agent lined up, you'll need to file your articles of organization with the California Secretary of State. This is the official document that creates your new California LLC as a legal entity. The Articles of Organization filing currently costs $70. In it, you'll provide the names and addresses of LLC members, whether it will be manager-managed or member-managed, registered agent name and address, business purpose, and other important provisions. Step 4, file statement of information. Within 90 days of having your Articles of Organization approved, you're also required to file a statement of information with California. This initiates your LLC's recurring franchise tax requirement and provides updated ownership and structural details. About your new LLC to California, the filing fee is $20. Step 5, operating agreement. While not filed with the state, California law requires all LLCs to adopt an operating agreement. This internal document governs how your LLC will operate by establishing management structure, voting rights and responsibilities, how profits or losses are allocated, procedures for transferring ownership, steps to follow if members dispute, how the LLC may be dissolved. You can either hire a lawyer to draft a custom operating agreement for $500 to $2,000 or use a professional template for $50 to $200. Having a comprehensive operating agreement is critical for shielding you from personal liability and maintaining your LLC's legitimacy. Step 6, get EIN from the IRS. The final requirement is obtaining a Federal Employer Identification Number, EIN, from the IRS. This 9-digit number is like a social security number for your LLC. You'll need it to open an LLC bank account, hire employees, file taxes, and conduct other financial activities. Getting an EIN through the IRS is free using their online application. Just be sure to apply after your LLC has been approved and you have your number from California. Before finalizing your decision to form a California LLC, it's worth taking a look at some of the key pros and cons. Compared to forming an LLC in other states, here are a few pros of California LLC. Strong personal liability protections for members. Pass-through taxation avoids double taxation on profits. Flexible management structure and distribution of profits. Ability to raise capital more easily as an LLC. California is a huge market opportunity. The following are the cons of California LLC. $800 annual LLC franchise tax, one of highest in the U.S. Higher license or permit fees for certain industries. More complex regulatory requirements overall. Higher state personal income tax rates. Higher real estate costs and costs of living. Overall, there are a lot of great benefits to the LLC structure in terms of liability, protection, flexibility, and taxes. And forming a California LLC, it gives you access to one of the biggest markets in the world. However, California makes up for that market opportunity with higher costs, fees, taxes, and regulatory hurdles compared to LLCs in other states. You'll want to weigh those pros and cons for your particular business. By the way, if the regulatory hurdles are making you hesitant about the DIY process, zenbusiness, link in description, offers a convenient service to form your California LLC, while also handling the compliance requirements to keep it active. Their premium package is $199 plus state fees. Now let's look at a more detailed breakdown of the fees you'll face when starting a California LLC. Required state fees. Articles of organization filing, $70. Statement of information filing, $20. Registered agent service, $100 to $300 plus per year. Operating agreement, $50 to $500 plus if hiring a lawyer. Business license, $50 to $200 depending on location, industry. Fictitious business name filing, $40 to $70 per county if using one. Formation service fee if using one, $49 to $199 plus. At the bare minimum, your first year costs for a basic LLC would be around $900 to $950, with just the mandatory state fees and a simple operating agreement template. But realistically, you'll want to factor in costs like a registered agent, $150 per year or so. Business licenses, potential fictitious name filing, formation service, accounting software, insurance, and more. A reasonable LLC formation budget would likely be $1,000, $200 plus for the first year, depending on your specific circumstances. And remember, at minimum, you'll need to account for the $800 franchise tax every year thereafter, too. Hiring an affordable LLC formation service, like zenbusiness, can reduce your upfront costs and make things easier. They'll form your LLC for $0 plus state fee and provide registered agent service and more for just $199 a year. One of the most common questions is, how long will it take to get my California LLC approved? The short answer is, it depends if you pay for expedited filing or not. For a standard online filing of your articles of organization, the current processing time is around 2 to 3 weeks in California. If you're in a hurry, you can pay an additional $350 plus for pre-clearance and expedited filing, which would get it approved within 8 days. Once the articles are accepted, you'll need to file your statement of information within 90 days, and then apply for your EIN number with the IRS, which is instantaneous online. So for a standard filing, your total approval time is likely 2 to 3 weeks, if handling everything efficiently on your end as well. If you need to rush it through and pay for expedited filing, it could be done in as little as 8 business days. That brings us to potentially the quickest and easiest way to get a California LLC. One of the best methods is hiring an affordable LLC formation service, like zenbusiness, to handle everything for you. Using a service like zenbusiness can dramatically speed up the process compared to going the DIY route. How? They have a team of experts who deal with LLC formations all day, every day. They know exactly what California requires, what common errors to avoid, and how to efficiently navigate the process. When you hire zenbusiness to form your California LLC, they'll pull together all the required documentation, like the articles of organization and statement of information. They can also get your operating agreement drafted, file for your EIN with the IRS, and handle any necessary expedited filing fees. Best of all, zenbusiness has a special $0 plus state fee package to form your California LLC. They'll do all the heavy lifting paperwork and even provide a full-year registered agent service, operating agreement, website, accounting consultation, and more. With their premium package, you can potentially have your California LLC formed and approved in as little as 5 to 8 days in a truly hassle-free manner. I've included a special discount link for there $199 premium package in the video description. While hiring ZenBusiness isn't 100% necessary for your California LLC, it can provide a huge convenience if you'd rather not deal with the DIY paperwork and potentially missing a vital step. Their affordable pricing also makes ZenBusiness cost competitive, compared to hiring a lawyer for a couple of $1,000s. There you have it! Everything you need to know to start a California LLC the right way. We covered the 6 main requirements, all the important fees to budget for, the pros and cons versus other states, and how to get your LLC approved as quickly as possible. While there are a lot of steps and potential hurdles to clear, I've personally found the LLC structure to be ideal for most small businesses and online entrepreneurial ventures. You get powerful liability protections, added credibility, and the ability to raise capital while still enjoying pass-through taxation on your profits. For a step-by-step checklist of everything we covered, check the YouTube description where I've compiled all the key links and resources. I'll include California's Secretary of State website, the IRS EAN application, more details on ZenBusiness's LLC formation packages, and more. I hope you found a ton of value in this guide. Let me know any other questions in the comments. As always, smash that like button if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe for more helpful business content every week.